Where's Mommy? Where did she go? I don't know what happened. Where is she? What do you think, Ruby? Do you see her? What happened to Mommy? Oh, Ruby. There goes Ruby.
Hi.
Go get Mommy,
Hi,
Ruby.
Hi, sweetie. Come on, let's go find Daddy.
Here comes Mommy. Here comes Ruby. Come here, Ruby.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe. What happened? Where were you?
I went to get the mail.
You
And
got
guess
the mail?
what? Came in the mail today. Ruby, guess what?
I don't know what
Come
happened.
I got my driver's license.
Wow.
So it's my real
It's a
ID.
real ID.
It just came like within a couple of days, and I'm so happy because now that I have the real ID and I'm fully vaccinated, I might be able to travel, right?
Exciting.
Yeah. So I feel like we should celebrate. What do you think?
How about if we whip up a pie to celebrate?
Pie sounds good, but you know what? We don't have any fruit.
No fruit.
No.
Cats ate it all.
Yeah. What do you think, Ruby? What do you think? So, what kind of pie can we whip up?
I don't know, but we better whip it up soon before the cats eat all the ingredients.
How about a brownie pie?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. We're gonna hit the kitchen and whip up a celebratory brownie pie. Come with us.
Come.
Hi everybody, welcome back to My Mom's Recipe Box. Today we've got a really sweet treat for you, and that is a brownie pudding pie. Now we're taking the recipe that's on the lid of our Cool Whip, because as you recall, a little while ago we made a lemon meringue, or actually a lemon cream pie using Cool Whip. And so the Cool Whip container always has a little recipe on the top. So we're going to modify that slightly because we love to modify recipes, and then we are going to make this delicious brownie pie. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take 4 ounces of our favorite semi-sweet chocolate. There it is. Do not skimp on this because this is your crust, okay? You want this to be really, really good. And then we're also going to take a stick of butter, and we're going to microwave these until they melt. So I'm going to start by adding the butter. Like I said, 1 stick and 4 ounces of your favorite semi-sweet chocolate. And then we're going to microwave. And if you've seen our video for the peanut butter mousse pie from our friend Chef Mia, you will know that we microwave this in stages because we do not want to burn the chocolate. Okay? So I'm just going to start it at 20 seconds. Now I know it's not going to be done, but I don't want to overshoot because once the chocolate seizes up, I'm going to have to toss it and start over again. And who wants to do that? Nobody wants to waste chocolate, believe me. Okay, so let me get my little spatula. And we're going to take a look and see how this looks. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, the butter's starting to melt, and that's about it. So I'm just going to go back and forth in 10-second increments until the butter and the chocolate is melted, okay? Hi, guys. So this is what your chocolate and butter melted is going to look like. Doesn't that look good? It smells fantastic. It's nice and smooth. Keep in mind, if it's a little bit lumpy when you take it out of the microwave, that's okay because the chocolate is going to continue to melt. So this was about a minute in 15 and 10-second increments with stirring in between each time, okay? Be careful, guys, because chocolate is temperamental, all right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to put together our brownie crust. And we're going to start with our butter and chocolate mixture. I'm going to pour it right in here. Ooh, that is good. Okay, and once again, this is semi-sweet chocolate and melted butter. If you're a little bit nervous about the microwave, you can always melt this together on a double boiler on your stove. Low heat, guys. It's going to take a little time, so, you know, don't get crazy. And I'm gonna lick because that is fantastic. Okay. That's okay. It's okay. Okay, so now that the chocolate's in here, I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup of sugar, not quite 3/4 of a cup. Okay, put that in there, and then we're going to give it a stir until it's all mixed in. Okay, there we go. Don't worry if it's grainy, we're going to do a lot more mixing. Next thing we're going to put in here is 2 eggs. Okay, remember, crack one at a time in a bowl and check for shells. There we go. And we're also going to use our, of course, never bake anything without it, vanilla extract. And we have a secret ingredient from Chef Mark, the cameraman, and that is cinnamon. Is that about right, babe? Okay. And that goes in there. And now we're going to give this a stir. Get the eggs mixed in. Okay. And this is basically how easy brownies are, you guys. A little bit of flour. We're good to go. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take a 1/2 cup of flour. Okay. And I'm going to put that in like half. Mix it in. Okay. Now you don't want to beat brownies' brains out. You want to be a little gentler. Not super gentle, but you'll notice we're not using the mixer. We're doing it by hand. Okay. So we mix that up, and then we're going to take the rest of the flour. And we're going to mix that in. Okay. Just until it's incorporated and you don't have any lumps. Edges there. It's fairly thick, a little bit of effort. Okay, there we go. That's looking pretty good, guys. Okay, so I've got my pie pan over here. Pie pan that's been greased with a little coconut oil. Okay. And I'm going to pour this in here, just like so. Okay. Now what's going to happen is this is going to be the crust of our pie, this brownie. Okay, so I'm going to finish getting this in here, and I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about ½ an hour. Okay, come on back. Hi guys, welcome back. So the brownies are out of the oven. They went for about 35 minutes at 350 degrees until a skewer in the middle came out clean, okay? So this is gonna be the crust of our pie. So I'm gonna put that aside for a second, and now we're gonna make the pudding part. So I'm gonna be using my Vitamix. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add 1.5 cups of cold milk, and this is actually 50/50. You can use regular milk, you can use 2% milk, not almond milk because I don't think it's going to work out. But you can give it a try. I don't know why it wouldn't work, but that's what I hear, is that it doesn't work. But maybe it will. Now this is a family size box of instant vanilla pudding. If you can't find the family size box, you can do 2 of the small size boxes, okay? They're not 100% the same, but what you can do is just use half the milk for whatever size pudding you're going to be using. If you use 2 small boxes, use half the milk for the 2 small boxes. If you use 1 family size box, use half the milk for the family size box, okay? So we're just going to empty this in here. And for some reason, I'm having a hard time getting the bag to open up. All right, I think we got it now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got vanilla instant pudding in here, and we have cold milk. And the last thing I'm gonna put in here is a little bit of vanilla extract. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna get the lid on. And we're going to whip it up. that it's already starting to thicken up a little bit. See how it's a little bit thick already? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a tub of whipped topping. And this is thawed, not frozen. And I'm going to take about half of it and spoon it in here. Just about half. Not an exact measurement. Okay, there we go. That's about half. Okay. Put this over here. Whoops, I need my spatula. And then I'm not going to whip this. I'm just going to stir it. Okay. I don't want to whip the whipped topping too much. Okay, I just want to get it mixed in there. Okay, just like that. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit thinner than pudding. Needs to set a little bit. So we're going to pour this into our brownie pie crust, just like this. And if it's a little bit streaky with the Cool Whip, don't worry. Just going to spread it out here. Okay. Get all this in here. Okay. How many of you guys are like looking for your car keys because you're going to run over here and have a piece of pie? How many? I need to know how many coffee cups I should put out. Okay. Let's get that in there. And that and this. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, so I'm going to spread this out. There we go. All right. And the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to wash off my spatula, and then we're going to put the Cool Whip on top. Okay, so now we've got half our Cool Whip. And all we're going to do here is we're going to spoon it on top of our pie. Okay. Now, if you want to be fancy, and I know some of you out there do, Tanny, you can pipe this into a piping bag, and you can, or spoon it into a piping bag, and you can pipe it on top of the pie and make a nice decoration. The other thing you can do is make your own whipped cream and pipe that onto the top of your pie. Okay. So we're just going to spread this out until we cover the top of the pie. If you love whipped topping, get yourself an extra tub. put more on there. Okay, there we go. Doesn't that look nice? Okay. The other thing I'm going to do, because we have a little bit of cinnamon in the pie crust, courtesy of the cameraman's secret ingredient, what I'm going to do here is just going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top of my Cool Whip. It's just going to make it look a little nicer, and it's also going to be like, it's going to tie in all the layers. Okay, isn't that fancy? The other thing you can do is, if you have, like, you might want to do some shaved chocolate, you know, something like that would be really nice. If you wanted to take a few little chocolate kisses, you could do that. The other thing you could do is maybe some chocolate sprinkles on top. You know, if you've got kids, this might be really nice. Or you don't have to do anything at all. You can just throw it in the refrigerator, which is what I'm going to do right now. So this is going to go in the refrigerator, guys, and it's going to set for about 2 hours. So when we get back, we're going to taste this lovely looking brownie pudding pie. Come on back. Hi everybody, welcome back. So our brownie pie has been in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, and now it's nice and set. It's not an easy pie to cut, but it's worth it. So you ready to give it a try, babe?
Oh yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Good.
You can see that nice brownie crust.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
So let's see if it's worth the celebration.
Oh, I think so. We get the vanilla pudding,
Yeah, see if you can get everything.
the whipped cream, and the brownie crust. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's celebrate.
Wow. So good. Creamy.
Very creamy.
That brownie crust is delicious.
It's an explosion of flavors.
So guys, another easy, breezy recipe. My mom's recipe box. I hope you make this pie and enjoy it. If you like what you see, subscribe, give us a like, give us a share, tell all your friends.
Tell them all.
And hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every time we have another delicious recipe on my mom's recipe box.
Delicious.
That's every Wednesday. Okay, take good care, guys. We love you.
Stay safe.
I'm not putting my fork down. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.